The Swanson Dinner Rebate lets you try delicious fried chicken, mashed potatoes, and sweet corn for free.
So 8-ish?
No-ish.
Hi, how you doing?
It's been a long, tough day and your body can really feel the pain. Time for new Bayer Muscle and Joint Cream. It soothes sore muscles and aching joints by increasing circulation at the site of pain. New Bayer Muscle and Joint Cream. Get moving again, pain-free.
As Isabel continues inland, where will it head? Will you be affected? Find out the impact on your weekend and travel plans. We're tracking the storm with live coverage from the field.
Running 6 to 9 where there are no dunes to protect us.
And in-depth expert analysis.
East winds onshore.
Isabel coverage continues. Stay tuned to the Weather Channel as we keep you ahead of the storm. Stay tuned to the Weather Channel for continuing coverage on Isabel right after your local on the 8s.
Currently in your area, 78 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Forecast for your area. Your extended forecast.
You're watching the Weather Channel. Live by it.
You're looking at what Hurricane Isabel left in its wake on the outer banks of North Carolina. Flooded roadways, downed trees, and power lines. And that's going to keep those residents busy today cleaning up.
That's for sure. And the New Jersey coast is still feeling some of the effects of Isabel the morning after the storm. Fortunately, the worst has moved north and west away from the coast. Good morning and welcome to this edition of Weather Center. I'm Stephanie Abrams.
I'm Mark Mancuso. Thanks for joining us. And it's the day after the storm, but the effects of Isabel still being felt from the Carolina coast all the way up into New York State.
That is for sure. And as strange as it sounds, western Pennsylvania and eastern Ohio are now dealing with a tropical depression. As of 11 a.m., has been downgraded to a tropical depression. Let's have a look at what the Northeast is dealing with. We'll feel those effects here, and it looks like it will be a wet and cloudy day, also a windy day here throughout the Northeast, Washington, Pittsburgh, and Boston. But look at this, good news for the first half of our weekend. We will have that sunshine back and just a few scattered clouds. Now with a closer look at the forecast for the Northeast, here's Mark.
All right, and as Stephanie mentioned, the latest information coming in from the Hurricane Center. Isabel, earlier a tropical storm, now being downgraded to a tropical depression as it's now sped its way up onto the eastern shores of Lake Erie here. So it'll continue to move rapidly northward this afternoon and this evening. And by this evening, it'll be way up here, headed up towards western Quebec. Front will sweep its way through the Northeast tonight and tomorrow. That will bring in some much-needed drying. And here in New England, looks like the threat for showers will be with us right into your Saturday morning. Well, down the coast here, well, we were greeted to Sunshine this morning in Ocean City, Maryland, and Weather Channel's meteorologist Bill Keneally gives us an update on what's happening here.
Whole lot better out here on the beaches in Ocean City, Maryland today versus yesterday. The sun is out, the wind is dying down, the wave action's still up though. Take a look. We still have pretty good sized waves up there in the order of 5 to 7 feet. On occasionally a rogue wave comes in about 8 or 9 feet. But yesterday, 12-foot waves and a tidal surge, a storm surge of nearly 5 feet. About 2 o'clock on Thursday afternoon did test out the dunes here, but they stood the test. They did pretty well. The boardwalk held up pretty well too. Now there is a lot of sand out there on the boardwalk. They've got front end loaders, bobcats out there right now getting that sand off. They're going to try to salvage a weekend here. We had some flooding, we had some roof damage as well, scattered power outages, but all in all, the weekend is looking a whole bunch better here in Ocean City, Maryland. Reporting for the Weather Channel, I'm Bill Keneally.
Satellite picture shows you the big swirl over here, northwest PA. That's where we find center of tropical depression Isabel now, and it's continuing to move its way rapidly north. Watching for those heavy downpours today in southern New England. Still a lot of wind up out of the southeast here, and we're still seeing storm surge flooding. So even though the tropical storm warnings are being discontinued, a lot of flooding here right along these coastal estuaries and rivers. Meanwhile, gusty winds and showers today from Boston to Buffalo to Pittsburgh. Tomorrow, though, looks much nicer. As Bill mentioned, looks like a good weekend here in the Mid-Atlantic. Stephanie?
Well, into the Midwest we go. We are seeing the showers in the northeast and also a few scattered showers moving through parts of the Midwest, the arrowhead of Minnesota. We are seeing a low pressure with a cold front trailing behind it. And you know what? This is moving out, and we have a big blue H here, which means gorgeous weather moving in. And also, if you like those cooler temperatures, they will be making their way in as well. Let's zoom into the Cleveland area. Still seeing those showers. A very wet morning here. Detroit also seeing the wet weather. So you will need the umbrella, the galoshes, the rain jacket, the poncho, whatever you use, because we are seeing some heavier downpours at times. Here is that cooler air I mentioned moving into the Midwest. Chicago currently at 56, Minneapolis at 51 degrees, and those temperatures, well, for the past 24 hours, look at this. Down 21 degrees in Minneapolis, Chicago at 12. Through the day today, we will see below average temperatures in the 60s, but a gorgeous day here throughout the Midwest, and this high pressure will continue to hold on throughout the evening hours, so it will be clear and cool. A great night in Chicago, and into the day on Saturday, looking fantastic. Chicago, 71 degrees and sunny. That's the Midwest. Now Mark takes us south.
Okay, and as we head into the southern United States, Isabel left more than just rain and wind in its wake. Trees and power lines are down in parts of Norfolk, Virginia, and over 4 million have found themselves without power at some point because of the storm. Well, the storm is now pulled away, and the skies are clearing out, and it looks like it's going to be a beautiful weekend here for those college football games. Believe it or not, last night they played college football in Blacksburg, Virginia, and they didn't let the wind and rain stop them. Today, though, concerns in South Texas. The heavy rains continue here just north of Brownsville. Would you believe around Corpus Christi yesterday, 5 inches of rain alone, so flood watches continue in effect. This front will swing its way down through the lower Mississippi Valley. In advance of it, some hot weather, great beach weather in the Florida Panhandle, but in South Texas, we won't be scouring out the rain, so it looks like we're stuck in the rains here, primarily south of San Antonio. But check out the remainder of the South. Looks like a nice weekend.
Well, it's looking nice in the south for the weekend. How's it looking in the west? Well, let's check it out. Here are our current temperatures. A little chilly in some spots of the Rockies, so we are seeing 65, a pleasant morning in Vegas with the clear skies, and we are seeing a trough making its way into the Pacific Northwest. That's what these clouds are associated with. A few scattered showers trying to make their way to the ground, not doing the greatest job at that. So, through the day today, how does it look? Well, mostly sunny throughout much of the west here.
The world's greatest